Mully with his lives that he does walk into work. It's always fun to see that. Although he doesn't always keep them up, so I can't always follow him unless you catch him live on the moment. I'm here at Lawson Station, at Kusanagi Station. I'm having my morning Boss black coffee. Unleash a little bit here. The coincidence of how I always seem to end up here is no coincidence. I always end up here out of that old habit of coming here in the morning when I lived here, and I've talked about this before. This is something that isn't surprising me anymore. I'm embracing the fact that I do this. And it's just fine. In fact, I'll probably stop here frequently. I'm out on my morning hike. You can see I've got my backpack here. So my new routine is that I always get up at 4 a.m. And then from 4 o'clock until 5 o'clock, I do a couple of things. One, first I read the Bible. In fact, today was interesting. I finished the book of Luke today. So third gospel. So I'll be starting John tomorrow. So that was interesting. So I just finished Matthew, Mark, and Luke. So I always read the Bible, one chapter of the Bible every morning, first thing after I wake up. Then after that, I will then go to or do all what I call engagement. Engagement means that I go through each of the social media feeds and respond to comments, beginning with Facebook. Go through, make sure that everything is responded to. Then I go to, from there I go to X, respond to everything on X, then including in the various communities that I've created there. Then I go to YouTube. That's the one that takes the most time, responding to all the comments on YouTube. That's really my main platform. Excuse me. It's cold. Hold on. It's cold and I'm drippy. So, and then I respond to everything on YouTube. After YouTube, then I go to Facebook Messenger. Do Facebook Messenger and then YouTube. Facebook Messenger, not Facebook Messenger, Facebook pages and Instagram. I respond to those. Then I do YouTube. Then I go to Facebook Messenger. Then I finish up with Discord. I go to my Discord and I respond to everybody that's commented on Discord. And every morning I create a new thread within the main text channel. That's because what I've decided to do is that the people who support me on the Discord, those folks are the folks that are the most interested in what the heck is going on. So I literally have moved my journaling activities to Discord, and every day under the text channel I create a new thread and I put a date on it and I name it relative to the big thing that's happening. Like I think today is like some sort of completion because I'm completing the second remittance today. So the people that really are curious about what I'm doing, they can follow on Discord and they can see everything. So I'm like walking along, I'm taking photos and sending stuff and sending stuff out. I mean, if you're interested in what I'm doing on YouTube or any other platform and you want more of that, go on over to the Discord and you can find a daily thread there and all the details are there. It's what I did to make sure that I'm not overloading my main social media. Only the people that really sign up for it get to see all that stuff. So I do that. After I finish all that, I go back to Discord. I create a thread for the day, and I've already put like 2 or 3 posts and a couple of photos there already. And then that takes me to about 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I put on my hiking gear, got my backpack, and I don't need the backpack because this is urban hiking, but this is my training so that when I do get back out into the mountains, I'll be in good condition. This is a heavy pack. I got everything in there. And then I do my urban walking, and this is the best time. I've got my gloves on, and I've got my camera, and as I'm walking, I can photograph things that I see and make shorts. I'm spinning out YouTube shorts one after another, but the lighting has to be just right. Like I've already done like 4 shorts already, and it's now 6:08, so I've been walking for an hour. I got a little bit of a late start because I got a little bit of a late start on the walk because just as I was finishing up at 5 a.m., I remembered, oh yeah, I needed to double check the estimate numbers for today's remittance. I'll explain that in just a second. So that before Yumiko gets up, I've got all that numbers figured out and she and I can just go over it together. So I'm about 10 minutes behind schedule, which is just about right at 6:09 right now. I'll be wrapping this up in just a minute, finishing my can of coffee, and then making my way back home. Because it's around 7 a.m., Yumiko and I will take the dogs for a walk. So give myself 15 minutes directly to walk home, 30 minutes leisurely. I like to stop at the park, do some push-ups, radio exercise, whatever, #retired life. It's funny that I get to do all this at the same time and in the same area where I used to have to trudge to work, which is right over there. I just can't get over the fact that I keep coming to work every morning, even on the weekends. That'll take me to 7 a.m. Yumiko will be up. We'll take the dogs for a walk. Yumiko will make breakfast. After breakfast, we have a couple of things that we're going to be doing, but we're not. So back to the remittance thing. So we're buying the house, and today and yesterday are the days to bring the money to pay for the remaining purchase price of the house. We already did the deposit. We have to pay off the balance. So we're bringing that over from America to Japan. I have the money staged now. It's out of the brokerage. The money was staged over the weekend. It took about 5 days to get it in place for the banks to clear everything in my bank account, our bank account in the United States. Yesterday was the big day where we transmitted more than half of the money over to our bank in Japan, and it worked. Today we'll transfer the rest. But because we had to do it 2 shots, because the banks have mainly 2 institutions. Mainly the remittance service has a limit, and if you try to go over that limit, they'll flag the transaction. It won't go through. So a good thing I reached out to them. I called them last week. Said, "What's your limit?" So I could schedule the transactions, and it worked. So this next one will be smaller than yesterday's, just the remaining balance. It's still big, so I'm still a little worried. I'm worried that the system will flag it and see what's going on here. These big transactions going from the United States to Japan. Either the remittance service will do that, or the bank on the Japan side. That's the one I'm really worried about. Will do that because they have all these money laundering laws in Japan. And my sister-in-law. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've said this on camera, but I'm just so appreciative and amazed at the sobriety and sagacity of both she and my wife, who always do this. Whenever I talk to my wife about what I think are #deep thoughts, she always gives me these snappy one-liners, like philosophical one-liners, as if she had thought the whole thing through that's been muddling my mind for 48 hours. And it's just a common sense observation. And she just says something. And her sister is the same way. They have the same kind of a wisdom. And by the way, all you single men out there, boy, you guys missed out. Sister Yoko has been single all of her life. She's a winner. It's a shame that no man found her. Anyway, that's a different subject. Anyway, she's just like my wife with that wisdom. And I was talking to her the other night, and again, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, and I told her about my anxiety about and she works for a Japanese bank, the Japanese bank flagging us. She said, "But Kurt, you're not engaging in money laundering." She says, "You have nothing to worry about. If they flag it, you just call them," or Yumiko calls them up and say, "Hey, we're moving money to buy a house. Let us have our money." Duh, I'm not doing anything bad. Why should I worry? Thank you, sister-in-law Yoko. So that's pretty much it for this live today. Let me see if there's any comments before I sign off, if I can figure out how to do the comments. Oh, Mr. Dodos says for breakfast. Not for breakfast, this is just for my black coffee. Breakfast will come after that. Yumiko makes breakfast. Well, she makes every meal. She does everything. I've become one of those stereotypical guys. You know the stereotype that exists. That the guys like me marry an Asian woman because they'll do everything for us, right? Cook, clean, and laundry and everything. And that's exactly what I've become. No forceful will of my own. I've made it very clear to my wife that I'm available to help out with domestic chores especially now that I'm retired. I got lots of time. And she's made it very clear to me that I'm not needed in that capacity. And I asked her why, and I came up with this seemingly philosophical pontification, that it was because she was finding her space and occupying her life. And that still may be the case in this new lifestyle of freedom. And I still think that might be the case. But she corrected me and she said, no, it's not. And I asked her yesterday, I said, is the reason that you're not asking me to cook or clean or hang laundry even? And it's really funny about the hanging laundry, because in our new house, the laundry pole, she and I will each have a room on the second floor and a balcony. And that's where the laundry pole is. And I told her that, she could just, if I would, because if you want me to hang the laundry, just give me the laundry. I'll even do the laundry. Well, I knew that was a non-starter. She won't let me do the laundry. But just put it outside my door, knock on the door, and say, hey, we'll hang the laundry up, or just whatever. Yell it, hey, yo. And I'll just step outside my patio and hang the laundry. She said, no, don't worry about that. She said it in some funny way. And I asked her why, because I was trying to see if my philosophical thoughts were correct. And she said, no. And I told her what my philosophical thought was. Are you filling your life with meaningful activity in the absence of work, by all this domestic activity? She said, no. Oh wow! I just got a weekly change management meeting starting in 15 minutes. Oh my gosh! See, I didn't delete the calendar. I haven't deleted the calendar from my job on this phone, so it keeps alerting me about meetings from my old work. So that means that change management meeting starting in 15 minutes. In my old paradigm, I'd be hustling, getting ready, making sure I'm all ready to listen carefully to that meeting. Go away. Anyway, she told me it's not any of that, Kurt. It's nothing philosophical. It's just simply that I don't do a very good job. And I think after all these years, she's given up on training me to do a better job, which is all right. So I like to think I contribute in other ways. All right, all of you. Well, there's a lot of you. There were 19 of you just a moment ago. Now there's 17. Wow, I don't think I've ever had this many people in a live. I'm going to be doing this regularly. From this Lawson, they don't seem to mind. You just come in and you just tell them. Literally, they just open at 6 o'clock. I was here at like 5:59. The clock went to 6. The door slid open. I walked in. I bought a can of coffee. It simply has a little sign here. It says, please state at the moment of purchase if you wish to use the dining area. So I said, can I eat and drink here? And they said, fine. So here I am. This is the second time I've done that. Nobody's complained about me doing this live. So maybe this will be a routine. I wish you all the best, guys. I'm off now to go join my wife for breakfast and then carry on with the day. There'll be more shorts coming throughout the day. Consider the shorts to be my YouTube bullet train. If any of you remember that old brand, right? Fast and Furious video uploads from Japan. That's what the shorts are now. I'm out of here. Oh, I just noticed it looks like they charge you 8% tax if you leave and 10% tax if you stay. Maybe that's why they want you to tell you if they're going to stay here, so they can charge you. So I'll tell them that tomorrow when I come. I'm going to eat here, so they'll charge me 10% on this versus the 8%. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day. Maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow if I do this. Looks like this is something that I'll do. So see you next week, as long as they don't complain. Holding the phone vertically seems to help, right? If I held the phone like this, it looks like I'm vlogging, but if I hold it like this, it looks like I'm talking to you. But if they walk past, they'll see I'm talking to me, which means I'm talking to you, which means that they could see to you. You get it. 26 of you. Wow. Okay. Take care, everybody. I'll see you all later. Oh, and for all of you new subscribers, oh my gosh, where did you all come from? There's since I came back to Japan, there's 450 plus new subscribers to the channel. Hi, I'm Kurt. Nice to meet you. I'm an old guy living in Japan drinking black coffee in the morning. These videos that you're seeing, expect more of these, especially soon. I'll be back out in the wilderness, which is my main home here in sounds literary, sounds dramatic. It's my main hangout in Japan. I'll be there soon again. Wish you all the best. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Be safe, but not too safe. Bye-bye.